Since nobody seems to want to admit that there's a problem, let me illustrate. Now, I'm not going to use something that's already happened. I'm going to use something that's just about to happen.
And after providing a quick summary of the events of the previous evening to the astonished people of Dogville, Tom went down to the mine to retrieve the fugitive from her hideaway.
Allow me to introduce Grace. Grace, these are the citizens of Dogville.
Hello.
Hello.
Tom has told us about your predicament, miss.
I really don't want to put any of you in jeopardy.
Why don't you just go to the police? They can take care of gangsters. It's their job.
Well, I don't know that that's such a good idea. In the transportation business...
These men, they have powerful connections. Even with the police.
You think we should give sanctuary to a fugitive? A fugitive that gangsters want to get a hold of? Well, that would put us in a pretty pickle.
Easy. Grace had friends in Dogville, that was for sure. Whether they were few or many did not matter a jot. Grace had bared her throat to the town, and it had responded with a great gift. With friends.
Everyone?
And Chuck.
Chuck.
Everyone. I think they like you here. Right. They wanted you to work longer hours.
Everybody was really against any changes to Grace's working conditions at all when the subject occasionally came up in conversation.
This is wrong.
She grew more and more pleased with the decision to keep her departure under wraps.
Something wrong. Yeah. There are a lot of police up ahead.
And then she heard the dog.
Don't. You need to justify your actions before you shoot us. That's new. That could be interpreted as weakness, Daddy. I'm disappointed in you.
I wouldn't shoot anybody.
You shot at me before.
Yes. Yes, I regret that. You ran away. But shooting at you certainly didn't help matters. Of course not. You're far, far too stubborn.
If you didn't want to kill me, then why did you come?
Our last conversation, the one in which you told me what it was you didn't like about me, never really concluded. As you ran away, I should be allowed to tell you what I don't like about you. That, I believe, would be a rule of polite conversation, no?
That's why you showed up. And you call me stubborn? You're sure you're not here to force me to go back and become like you?
If I thought there was a chance of forcing you, but of course that would never happen. You're more than welcome to return home and become my daughter again anytime. And I would even begin to share my power and responsibility with you if you did. Not that you care.
So what is it? What is it? The thing that you don't like about me?
It was a word you used that provoked me. You called me arrogant.
To plunder, as it were, a God-given right, I'd call that arrogant, Daddy.
But that is exactly what I don't like about you. It's you that is arrogant.
That's what you came here to say? I'm not the one passing judgment, Daddy. You are.
No. You do not pass judgment because you sympathize with a deprived childhood, and a homicide really isn't necessarily a homicide, right? The only thing you can blame is circumstances. Rapists and murderers may be the victims according to you, but I call them dogs. And if they're lapping up their own vomit, the only way to stop them is with a lash.
But dogs only obey their own nature, so why shouldn't we forgive them?
Dogs can be taught many useful things, but not if we forgive them every time they obey their own nature.
So I'm arrogant. I'm arrogant because I forgive people.
My God. Can't you see how condescending you are when you say that? I mean, you have this preconceived notion that nobody can't possibly attain the same high ethical standards as you, so you exonerate them. I cannot think of anything more arrogant than that. You, my child, my dear child, you forgive others with excuses that you would never in the world permit for yourself.
Why shouldn't I be merciful? Why?
No. You should. You should be merciful when there's time to be merciful. But you must maintain your own standards. You owe them that. You owe them that. The penalty you deserve for your transgression, they deserve for their transgressions.
They're human beings.
No. Does every human being need to be accountable for their actions? Of course they do. You don't even give them that chance. And that is extremely arrogant. I love you to death. But you are the most arrogant person I have ever met. And you call me arrogant. I have no more to say.
You're arrogant. I'm arrogant. You've said it. Now you can leave.
And not my daughter, I suppose. I said without my daughter.
Yes.
Well.
Yes.
Well, you decide. Grace, they say you're having some trouble here.
No. No more trouble than back home.
I'm going to give you a little time to think about this. Perhaps you'll change your mind.
I won't.
Listen, my love. Power is not so bad. I am sure that you can find a way to make use of it in your own fashion. Take a walk. Think about it.
The people who live here are doing their best under very hard circumstances.
If you say so, Grace. But, is their best really good enough? I do love you.
What? What is it?
I used you, and I am sorry. I'm stupid. I am. I'm not, maybe even arrogant sometimes.
Not now. If I went back and became your daughter again, when would I be given the power you're talking about?
No.
At once.
Why not?
So that would mean that I would also take on the immediate responsibility at once. Like be a part of the problem solving. Like the problem of Dogville.
Could start by shooting a dog and nailing it to a wall over there, beneath that lamp, for example. Well, it might help. It sometimes does, no?
It would only make the town more frightened. It would hardly make it a better place. It could happen again. Somebody happening by, revealing their frailty. That's what I want to use the power for, if you don't mind. I want to make this world a little better. If there's any town this world would be better without, this is it.
Yes. Shoot them, burn down the town. What? Something else, eh?
There's a family with kids. Do the kids first and make the mother watch. Tell her you'll stop if she can hold back her tears. I owe her that. I'm afraid she cries a little too easily.
We'd better get you out of here. I'm afraid you've learned far too much already.
Come on, come on. No.
Whether Grace left Dogville, or on the contrary, Dogville had left her, and the world in general, is a question of a more artful nature that few would benefit from by asking, and even fewer by providing an answer. And nor, indeed, will it be answered here.